Hello everyone, my name is Paul Stamayoyi, and we're back. Pokemon Y Shiny Hunting episode 465, Tirtouga. If you watched the last episode, why didn't you? And since the episode's topic, there is no topic, so if you'd like to recommend me one, as long as your name and the topic are not too sexual or too inappropriate, then yeah. After I've approved it, I'll make sure to use it in a future episode, and I'll make sure to credit you in that episode and in the description of that episode. So, just comment on one of my stuff, or message me, or do something that I'll see a recommendation, and I'll see it's all going to be approved. Anyway, whenever we do find this first shiny Tirtouga, it will be called Mintuga. So yeah, that'll be the nickname for it. Eventually when I do hunt the shiny one after I've gotten the first one, of course, I don't know when that's gonna happen. But yeah, I'll let you. Like I said it a while ago, but I'll just only say it whenever I'm like finally, hunting for it. But anyways, yeah. So anyway, I got a lot of progress on training Brustleops yesterday. So first of all, let me just say, Shiny Archon and Shiny Brussel, not Brussels. That's the name I gave it, but his name's Archeops. Anyways, yeah, the difference between their shinies is absolutely like 100% Brustleops, Shiny Archeops. That's the win. That's the winner out of who is which of the shinies is better in my opinion. Shiny Archon or Shiny Archeops? Definitely Shiny Archeops. Cause holy crap, that thing! Oh my god! I had a side by side difference for both Archon and Archeops on Pokemon database website. And yeah, 100% Shiny Archeops is way better looking shiny in my opinion. Because first of all, its normal red color that it has on its skin, it's just like a basic red for the normal color. But when it's shiny, it's like a sunburnt red, which is so freaking cool. And then, what else? Then a little part on the top for the normal Archeops, that's like a tealish green color on the top. But for the shiny, um, oh yeah, and that's the same for like its little ankles and all that little ankle fur. And but for the shiny, it's like light blue. It's like a ocean blue. So it looks so beautiful. Like it's absolutely amazing. And apparently for also shiny Archon, I guess the fur, like the yellow part, like how it normally is just straight up normal yellow. I guess for that one it's like slightly different. I didn't even notice, but I did look at the differences and I was like, oh okay. So I was just looking at the two images. Yeah, and I was like, okay, you can see much clearer what they look like from the differences side by side for normal and then shiny version. But anyways, then yeah, like I said, the fur. So for normal Archeops, it's like a yellowish fur. But for shiny Archeops, it's like a strawberry milk, like the Togepi's color, almost, except for like a little more intense, a little more darker of a color. So that's a really beautiful color. Like this shiny is absolutely tropical. I mean, the normal versions are tropical too, but this one, the fact that it's shiny and it's looking tropical, it's freaking awesome. And then of course, instead of the blue parts that would be like on the, just like with Archon, it's green, and it's actually a way crazier green. Like it's not that light green, just like a Archon has, shiny Archon has. It's like a tree leaf green, which is really cool. Like it's so cool. Um, and what else? I think that's about it for the differences. But yeah, that you can see why. If you'll see it eventually. Whenever I make that info video, because right now he is at level 66, I believe. So it's a pretty good progress I got yesterday. I think I got 2 hours of training yesterday, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, it's gonna. And when it's like in the animation in the air, it's like flapping its wings. It looks so adorable. What a handsome shiny he is. He's absolutely amazing. Like, oh my god, it's gonna be a crazy one. He will indeed. And also, I re-looked up the moveset. It's gonna be the same moveset as Archon's. but I also was like looking at. I'm sure I saw this when I looked at the moveset the first time, because Archon was able to learn this as well. But I guess I can learn Endeavor, and you know how good that move is. Like I have that on my Swirlix. Um, I mainly because she doesn't have much else for variety, and that it would be really good because she can pull up a sneaky little trick. She's gonna live on one health anyway with the focus sash, so might as well make the most out of that situation. No, but Swirlix is, you wouldn't think of it. She's actually a tank when it comes to most situations, so it's pretty awesome. And the whole fact that she has the healing move, it just makes her like next to invincible. That is if she, can take hits and pretty well. And she most of the time she can. Just most of the time she gets matched up against something really powerful like evolved Pokemon. I mean, she is at a disadvantage because she's not evolved, but it's the way I had her. But anyways, yeah. But anyways, so what else was I gonna say? But yeah, just when I finally when I finally have Archeops all trained up. When y'all see him, whew, he's gonna be quite the legend. Man, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. But anyways, I got a lot done on the sprite creating progress. I would say I'm officially halfway through the episode. I'm like, if I'm not like super close, then I should definitely be very close to halfway, if not halfway done with the first episode. So I'm pretty happy about that because I'm finally getting out of the beginning parts. Uh, because I was still stuck in the whole beginning phase to where that takes a while, especially the dialogue is heavy there. Um, but yeah, it's pretty much almost done. I think I should be able to finish it today if I can work some more on it. I should be able to, of course. But anyways, yeah. And then I was able to do something on Pokemon Y yesterday. I wasn't able to find anyone new because no one really wanted to do stuff. But actually, one of my friends, and also, it actually works what I'm about to say. So apparently, you don't have to be playing Pokemon Omega Ruby or Pokemon Alpha Sapphire to be playing with someone that's on that game. You can literally be playing on Pokemon X or Y to do that. And I didn't even know that because back then, every time I would try, it would say, oh, communication error. Well, not that. It said like something else. Uh, it said something like in the game. It didn't show like no Nintendo Wi-Fi error connection thing. It showed like something else. I forget. Like after a while, when you tried to challenge them, um, it would say something like that. That would usually be if they're like in a what's it called, like in their PC or something like that, and then they won't be able to see your notifications or anything. Or if they're like in Global Trade Station or Wonder Trade or something like that. And if it doesn't like gray them out the options to challenge them, then most of the time it would just like eventually say, oh, this error with the other trainer or something like that. But anyways, yeah, I found out that apparently that's not because they're different games. As long as they are both 6th generation games. So apparently that works. So I was like, okay then. I didn't realize, and that's awesome because whenever those ones that I have the shinies for, like I have the shinies that I hunt in their friend safaris, if they're on Pokemon Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire, then I can give them their shinies even though I'm not on one of those. I'm on Pokemon Y at least, so that's awesome. Because like I said, all the times I tried back then, it was like coincidentally just saying, oh, that this trainer was busy. I guess because they were like in something. That's why. So it wasn't because you couldn't do crossplay. It was because literally the I had the worst timing when I was trying to do that. So that's awesome because now I'm most likely to finally give them their shinies that they so rightfully deserve. So that's awesome. But but anyways, yeah, I thought I'd tell you that. And also, like I said, I did battle my friend. Uh, he's not very honorable at all. He pretty much has all legendaries and then one non-legendary. But yeah, he's not fair at all. He's absolutely not fair. So anyway, I first battled him yesterday with my normal team. team I went with the game with except for Diggersby, because Diggersby is technically a capture helper. Well, and I want to talk about that too. So, um, for the new games that like have a different Pokemon with Super Fang that can learn Super Fang, I'm probably gonna have that. Like in Pokemon Soul Silver, the capture helper for Super Fang in there is probably going to be Furret. If Furret can even learn Super Fang. If it can't, I'll just get Eradicate. But yeah, I'll most likely be rocking with that. And the same with like what's it called? Um, Pokemon Omega Ruby. I don't know what exactly is Super Fang in there. I'm pretty sure Lanoon cannot, but if it can, then that's pretty cool. I'll probably do that. Because most of the normal types do that, but like I said, if it can't, I'll just find something else. And then exactly for Pokemon Moon, I already have one on my team that literally, two of them actually, Alolan Raticate and Gumshoes, that can both learn Super Fangs. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, Gumshoes is definitely going to be the capture helper. Because I got Gumshoes before Alolan Rad. I got Yungoos before Alolan Rattata, so that's definitely going to be the one to be on the capture helpers team. So yeah, it'll be interesting because, like I said, not only will have that new trick change, but it will also be what else? You know, it's interesting because like Generation 7, like I said, I don't know what exactly we want to do to make out of the capture helpers team, but I'm sure it'll be interesting because it's something, new for a change, I guess. But of course, if I'm able to go with the original capture helpers, I will. But anyways, what else? Yeah, back to the battle. So anyway, yeah, I was fighting him. He had a Kyogre, Groudon, Arceus with a Dark type, so it was like Dark type Arceus. Jirachi. What else did he have? I know he had Sceptile as well. That's not a legendary, but that was the other one that he used. What was the other one that he used? He used. I completely forget. I don't think he had the chance to actually use that one that I'm forgetting. Okay, so I said the four legendaries. Because he had five, I'm pretty sure. Because he definitely had six Pokemon. And the only one that wasn't legendary was Sceptile. I completely forget at the moment. But anyways, yeah. I was able to take down some of them, but sadly, of course, of course he won because he had legendaries and I did. So anyway, I had one more battle with him, and this time I was using my shiny Pokemon. And I only have three currently that are trained. Brusselops will be eventually trained, but for now he's not. No battling for other people with him for now. But anyways, I did pretty good because that was the first time I actually used my shiny Virizion, and it was quite the clutch Pokemon because it was funny because the ability Justified, if you didn't know what that does, if a Pokemon with the ability Justified get hit by a Dark type move, its attack get raised. So I'm like, wow, that's pretty crazy.